They mistakenly believed that they had got you emotionally involved, leaving you confused and vulnerable to their manipulations. That the challenges they put in your way had already weakened you enough for you to give in to their plans. They believed they had control over your situation. They thought that by spreading enough rumors, everyone around them would believe them. They thought that by planting doubts in your mind, you would start to question yourself. They believed that by telling lies and false stories to your friends and colleagues, they could isolate you and make everyone turn against you. They tried to discourage you and bring you down, believing they could beat you with their lies and intrigues. They were the architects of many of the difficulties you faced, working behind the scenes to undermine your confidence and sabotaging your efforts. They created challenges and crises to weaken you, hoping that you would surrender and abandon your goals. They thought their actions could keep you in the dark and divert you from your purpose. Even when they tried to isolate you, spread rumors, or put words of discouragement in your mind, you proved to be more resilient than they imagined. Every attempt to destroy you turned into an opportunity for you to rise up stronger and more confident. They underestimated your ability to bounce back and your connection to a greater force that guides your journey. In the past, they have tried to undermine your confidence with a series of manipulative tactics. For example, when you were promoted, they sowed doubt among your co-workers, insinuating that you didn't deserve the position. They created an atmosphere of hostility and mistrust, believing that this would cause you to lose the credibility and trust of your team. But instead, you used this criticism as an opportunity to demonstrate your true worth, showing that your capabilities were much more than their words could describe. In another example, they tried to sabotage your personal relationships by spreading rumors and lies about you to your friends and family. They wanted to create a network of misinformation and mistrust, hoping that this would separate you from the people who mattered most in your life. However, your honesty and integrity shone through these lies, strengthening your connections with those who really matter and revealing the truth about who you are. When you faced financial difficulties, they took advantage of your situation to suggest that you weren't capable of dealing with the challenges. They believed that financial pressure would force you to give up on your dreams and accept a path that wasn't yours. However, your determination and ability to find creative solutions to your problems showed that you not only overcame the difficulties, but also found new opportunities for growth. What's more, in moments of personal crisis, they tried to destabilize you emotionally, exploiting your deepest insecurities and fears. They wanted you to feel isolated and unable to move forward. Just as Daniel's adversaries plotted against him by throwing him into the den of lions, they also thought that their trickery would be effective. As David's enemies had tried to overthrow him several times, believing they could remove him from the throne, they trusted their tactics. What they didn't know was that just as God closed the lions' mouths to protect Daniel, and just as David was continually rescued and strengthened by God, you too had a spiritual team fighting for you, even in silence. The divine presence was by your side, defending and protecting you from every snare. They thought their maneuvers had secured a series of victories, but the truth was that you were on another level, with a spiritual strength they couldn't see. You were surrounded by divine protection, a heavenly team that fought for you, ensuring that all your battles were won. Even when you didn't say anything, your faith and your actions spoke for you. Look, you're on the winning side now. God's forces are fighting for you. Some of them don't even know it. Maybe it seems like it doesn't matter. Maybe it seems insignificant. Maybe it seems like you're the only one. But you're not. They tried to hurt you. They've tried to deceive you. They tried to influence your friends and acquaintances to avoid you and spread lies and false information about you. They really thought they had everything under control that could happen to you. But know that judgment has come. Know that the truth will come out. The same people who thought they were standing between you and your story now have to watch it all. They thought they had the situation under control and that their trickery would go unpunished. However, they didn't foresee that divine justice would prevail. Judgment has come, and the truth is revealing itself. Now those who tried to bring you down are being forced to face the consequences of their actions. They will have to watch as you rise and overcome all the obstacles placed in your path. They will realize that their attempts to harm you were in vain, for you are protected by divine forces. You are not alone. Divine protection and support have always been by your side, guiding your every step and ensuring that the truth prevails. Their plans have failed, and now all that remains for them is to watch as you continue to triumph. They believed they had already won the battle, but God is acting and bringing the truth to light. He is revealing the hidden intentions of some people, and it is happening now. They tried to set you up without realizing that you were on another level. Even without saying a word, your silence is speaking for you. Your actions are speaking for you. You don't need to speak out. You are being supported by the heavens. Your spirit guides are protecting you. You are surrounded by support. While they watch and try to understand how and why you are so far ahead, they are watching you closely right now. Just as Joseph's brothers tried to destroy him out of jealousy by selling him into slavery, thinking they had finished him off, God had bigger plans for Joseph, elevating him to a position of great power in Egypt. They thought they had won, but Joseph was on another level, being guided and protected by God. In the same way, as Daniel's adversaries plotted to throw him into the den of lions, believing they had sealed his fate, God sent his angels to close the lions' mouths and protect Daniel. Those who plotted against him were exposed and punished, while Daniel was exalted. And as the Pharisees and Sadducees tried to set Jesus up, believing that his trickery could discredit him and turn him away from his mission, Jesus stood firm, silent many times, but his actions and miracles spoke for him. In the end, the truth prevailed, and he fulfilled his divine mission. Even when they tried to destabilize your professional career by creating obstacles and planting doubts about your abilities, you stood your ground. Instead of succumbing to their strategies, you used your perseverance and skills to stand out even more. Every challenge they threw at you only served to shape a more experienced and resilient professional who knew how to deal with adversity and prove his worth through concrete actions. And even when they tried to sabotage your personal relationships by creating misunderstandings and spreading rumors, you demonstrated an admirable ability to see beyond their intentions. Your ability to maintain confidence in your own perceptions and judgment allowed you to build true and lasting bonds, driving away those who were only interested in causing a stir. When faced with financial challenges, with those around you trying to undermine your confidence and create insecurities, you responded with prudence and strategy. Your careful financial decisions and hard work ensured that despite their attempts to destabilize you, you found ways to prosper and ensure the necessary security for you and your family. In moments of spiritual crisis, when they tried to divert you from your faith and purpose, you stood firm in your beliefs and practices. Your connection with the divine and your spiritual resilience were stronger than any doubt or criticism they tried to impose. You used these challenges as opportunities to strengthen your faith and expand your spiritual understanding. When people tried to discredit you in your community or social circles, you responded with actions that demonstrated your true character and intentions. Instead of fighting back with hostility, you chose integrity and empathy, showing everyone that your actions and values speak louder than any attempt to defame you. Each of their attempts to bring you down only served to reveal more about you and your true strength. Your responses to challenges have shown that you are not easily manipulated and that your achievements are the fruit of your perseverance and determination. Just like these biblical examples, you are protected and guided by a greater force. Divine justice is revealing the truth, and those who tried to bring you down will have to watch as you rise. While they keep trying to find ways to bring you down, you keep moving forward, proving that regardless of the circumstances, you are destined to prosper and shine brighter. They may try, but you will always find a way to win, showing everyone that no matter how much they try to destabilize you, you are unbeatable and will always move forward. Walking in this light is not an easy or pain-free path, but it is deeply rewarding. Every step you take is an act of faith, and every breath a commitment to your spiritual growth. Heartbreak and manipulation may have wounded you deeply, but instead of closing yourself off to the world, you opened yourself up to God, allowing the divine to guide your every move. This spiritual journey protects you in ways that others cannot see or understand. Being aligned with the Most High creates a spiritual barrier that prevents external negativity from penetrating your inner peace. It's a shield that preserves your essence, your resources, and your spirit. It's a cloak of invulnerability that you carry with you, immune to other people's attempts to destabilize you. You now live in a constant state of grace, where external attempts to control your life are futile. You have become immune to the storms that used to shake you. Rooted in your faith and your new reality of divine healing and protection, you have become a beacon of hope and a living example of how it is possible to transform even the most bitter experiences into a legacy of love and resilience. They can no longer read you because you are no longer that unhealed version of yourself that needed to be seen, validated, and heard. It doesn't matter whether they notice or not. You will continue to be you, doing what needs to be done for yourself. They tried to give you nothing but challenges, but you turned those challenges into stepping stones. That confused them. Not everyone can do that. It hurts, and it's hard to heal and let people and things go, especially when love is involved. But you are doing it. You have done it, and you will continue to do it. There will come a time when you are genuinely happy and content with who you are and where you are. Some of you may already be there, but don't stop. Don't get comfortable. Stay awake. This transformation you have experienced is not just a superficial change. It is a complete renewal of your being. You no longer seek the external validation that once seemed so essential to your existence. Now you validate and support yourself with your own light and truth. The need to be understood or accepted by others has become irrelevant because you have found a deeper purpose and a sense of self-acceptance that is unshakable. The process of turning difficulties into opportunities for growth has left many perplexed. Not everyone has the courage or ability to take what they've been given and create something entirely new and nourishing. This requires exceptional strength, a resilience that many cannot comprehend. And although this process can be painful, involving letting go of loved ones and cherished things, you are doing it with a grace that inspires. Jeremiah reminds us, "For I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord, plans of prosperity and not of calamity, to give you a future and a hope." This verse reaffirms that God has a plan for each of us, a plan full of prosperity and hope. So, no matter who tries to discourage you, who thinks they can lead you astray, or who feels triumphant over you, know that the victory is already yours. The battle has already been won. No matter what they do or say, you must know in your heart that victory is already guaranteed. Even if you are facing difficulties and the outlook seems bleak, remember that just as Moses was placed in a basket and left in the river Nile, only to become the leader who freed the people of Israel, you too are under the protection of a greater plan. God has already won the battle for you. Your adversaries may think they have the upper hand, but they don't realize that you are being guided by a divine force. Your silence is a powerful statement. Your actions speak for you. There is no need for you to do or say anything specific. You are being supported by the heavens. They may try to create obstacles, but you are being supported by a force that goes beyond human comprehension. You are on a path of light and victory, and God's plan for your life is unchanging and full of blessings. You are a true agent of transformation in society. When you enter any situation, whether at work, in relationships, or in your personal life, you make an impact. You challenge established norms and go beyond what is expected. Even if some people try to belittle you, talk down to you, or treat you badly, this doesn't reflect the reality of your impact. Your influence is profound, even if you don't express it explicitly. Your silence and your actions speak for you, and you don't need to go out of your way to prove your strength. Your presence already demonstrates the importance of your role. Your mission is to promote change, challenge the status quo, and offer new perspectives. The fact that you face resistance or find yourself in environments that don't fully reflect who you are indicates that you are fulfilling your purpose. You may be in situations that don't represent who you truly are, but your presence is purposeful and relevant. Those who try to harm you recognize the potential you possess, so they try to destabilize you. Facing opposition is proof of your impact and importance. You were created to be unique and to make a difference. Even if these people don't express it openly, they recognize who you are and fear your presence. They know your strength and influence, so they avoid confronting you. It may seem like they have the upper hand, but that's not true. Whoever you are, boss, family member, friend, you are aligned with your true essence and connected to your inner strength. Even if it's not obvious, you are protected and supported. They've tried to destabilize you, but you're always ahead of the game, anticipating the moves and holding your ground. You make an impact, challenging norms and provoking change around you. Your presence is disturbing to those who prefer conformity. You reveal truths and alter people's perceptions of themselves and what really matters. It doesn't matter if people don't accept or deny your influence. Carry on with confidence. Walk away from the criticism and move forward, knowing that your journey is important and your impact is real. Some people have tried to make you or your relatives or friends a target. No matter where you go, there will be resistance and disagreement. Someone is trying to create conflict and acting in a hostile way because you are also reacting firmly. These individuals were opposed to your relationship and tried to undermine the dynamic between you and your family, as well as between you and your friends. They seek to destabilize your connections because they know that by genuinely relating to these people, you can transform their lives and free them from the problems and harmful behaviors they have faced. Some of these people, like your partner, a relative, or a friend, are involved in negative behaviors and full of sadness. They want to remain close to these people in order to maintain control and prevent their family members from realizing the truth and starting to see the light. These individuals attack your story and blame your friends and continue to oppose your relationship, regardless of the circumstances. They are committed to undermining your connections and your positive impact. This shouldn't be restricted to relationships, friendships, or similar matters. Someone in the workplace may reject you because they perceive you to be in a heightened state or chosen for something greater. There is an awareness of who you really are, and some individuals are aware of this. If you are experiencing constant problems with your equipment, such as your computer or phone, even after trying to fix them, this could be a sign that there are forces trying to interrupt your progress and communication. If you often find yourself stuck in traffic or facing unexpected delays, despite your planning, this could indicate that there are people trying to delay your plans or divert you from your goals. Also, frequent disagreements with friends or family for trivial reasons could be a sign that someone is trying to undermine your relationships and create tension in your life. If you're facing unexpected challenges in projects or tasks that wouldn't normally be problematic, this could suggest that there are people creating obstacles to stop you moving forward. If you start to experience minor health problems, such as pain or discomfort without a clear cause, this could indicate that there is negative energy or resistance against your efforts. These signs, even if they seem small, can be reflections of people or forces trying to create barriers in your path. These people want you to feel discouraged, dissatisfied with work or your current situation. They want to act as obstacles until you remove yourself from the situation. However, you are ahead of them, and even if you don't have all the clarity right now, the message is that you are way ahead of the challenges you face. If you are dealing with these difficulties, know that they are confirmation that you are on the right path, even when it seems difficult. Don't let these adversities make you give up. You've managed to overcome the limitations they've tried to impose on you. You have shown great skill and intelligence in dealing with these difficulties. Your connection goes beyond the physical and is deeply spiritual. Although you focus on your own growth, your connection is much more meaningful and elevated. Some people don't recognize this and think that by manipulating situations, lying or speaking badly about you, they can stop what is destined to happen. You have overcome the traps they have tried to put in your way. Your spiritual journey is a continuous process of evolution and adaptation. These people don't fully understand who you are. Regardless of the obstacles and intrigues you have faced, you have the ability to overcome them. Your truth and authenticity will eventually prevail, and divine help will be by your side. In this way, you are able to overcome the barriers they tried to create for you. Some people need an external motivation to act against you. They look for a leader or someone to guide them and confirm their actions. Their pride and desires are loaded with negativity, and the only way they can move against you is if they have this kind of support. They wait for someone to encourage them, for people to admire them before they start criticizing you, your house, your car, or any other aspect of your life. They are waiting for group approval and validation from other people before they feel authorized to act against you, try to cause conflict, or provoke you. Don't be fooled by this strategy. These people have a distorted view of you, as if they were trying to glorify you through a mirror. But God is the true source of enlightenment for them. It's as if you were in a dark room and a flashlight were directed at your face. The light is intense, but it doesn't reveal what lies beyond. In the same way, these people are in darkness, and, even with the light shining on them, they remain blind. They believe that they are above you, and that they have a special connection, but they cannot perceive the true light that God emits. That's why you are ahead of them. Don't let yourself be confused or worried. Keep going with your strength and purpose. The attack they thought would weaken you actually awakened your deepest spiritual powers. This challenge activated your spiritual DNA and connected you to your Akashic records, revealing dormant treasures of the soul. Your opponents unknowingly strengthened your indomitable spirit. The curses and black magic used against you ended up increasing your spiritual strength. This event showed that you are a spirit on a human journey, and that even in the face of negative entities, you can transform and strengthen your life. Knowing your true power now, you use it with confidence and divine authority. Those who tried to attack you now know your strength. They underestimated you, but now everyone recognizes your spiritual strength. This moment is transformative for both you and them. You rise up and reap the fruits of the work they tried to prevent. This event is a clear lesson for all those involved and observers, proving that no negative force can match the power of someone chosen by divine forces. The experience highlighted the vital lesson about interacting with negative energies and manipulative magic, showing that these tactics have no effect on you. In this context, you now walk with greater confidence and conviction in your spiritual role. This episode clearly illustrates the power of personal transformation and the inherent protection that accompanies those who are chosen. As you continue to ascend and explore your expanded capabilities, those who have tried to harm you face a harsh reality. Their actions, far from being effective, have only confirmed your resilience and strengthened your spiritual connection. This alarm not only affects you, but also serves as a warning to all observers. Attempts to cause harm through evil spiritual methods can backfire. Every step you take now demonstrates your renewed strength and your ability to overcome adversity with faith and inner strength. They underestimated who they were dealing with and didn't recognize your divine support, your ancestry, your past life experiences, or the extent of your spiritual power. This error of judgment revealed their ignorance and showed that it is not possible to defeat those driven by spiritual strength, faith, and divine purpose. This moment is a revelation for everyone, showing that a soul protected by superior forces cannot be defeated by evil actions. Just like the example of Job, who despite facing great trials and losses, kept his faith and was finally blessed with a restored and more abundant life, you rise stronger and more enlightened. Attempts to bring you down have failed, and your influence and ability to inspire others has only increased. You have shown that despite adversity, divine power and spiritual protection can turn failures into spiritual victories. This episode is a call for everyone to recognize the inexhaustible power of the soul protected and guided by higher forces. They, who thought they were untouchable and believed that their positions gave them the right to interfere, now live in frustration and misery, trying to make up for the harm they have caused. Evil itself has turned against them, bringing suffering and despair. You may have thought it was all over, and they may have believed that their actions and tactics were not being noticed. But God is just beginning with the analysis, the verdict, and the judgment. We are talking about people who thought they had set you up, who thought you would give up and not continue, who turned against you and your connections. It doesn't matter if they are relationships, friends, family, or work colleagues. These individuals believed they had won, but God is now bringing judgment. It is the time of revelation. It is the moment for these people's true intentions to become visible. Even if God only shows you this, it is crucial, because now you know how to deal with these people. You can now identify what is true and what is not. They can't keep you trapped in illusions or manipulations. Judgment is taking place, and God is evaluating people's hearts and thoughts. Some of these people will see who you really are. Keep being authentic and honest. Every moment is a test for them. You are revealing your true nature, and even if they don't admit it, they know it. Justice will be done, and judgment is near. Although they thought they had won, you were always on another level. Their actions and intentions are being exposed, and what seemed like a victory for them is turning into a lesson in the strength and resilience you possess. The truth is emerging, and every attempt at manipulation or deception is being dismantled. They may have believed they had succeeded in destabilizing you, but now they are seeing the strength and clarity you carry. You are no longer immersed in the confusion they tried to create. The light of truth is illuminating your intentions and bringing to light the reality of your actions. Every step you take now reveals more about who you really are, and the authenticity with which you live your life is being a powerful testimony to everyone around you. As the trial unfolds, remember that your journey is not in vain. Trials and challenges have been opportunities to strengthen your connection with the divine and to manifest your true strength. Even in the face of adversity, You have demonstrated a grace and integrity that are unshakable. I hope you know that you have the power and ability to win in the end. A competition has been established, and you will emerge victorious. If you want to be with someone else, and there has been interference in your communication, know that I am talking about someone who is truly connected to God, not just a teacher, but someone who shares that connection with you, and you are sure of it. If someone has objected, be it a family member, a work colleague, or a friend, God is watching. Judgment is approaching, and God will reveal everything. The decision is about to be announced.